Yeah, there are people here that we just met, like we just met somehow that we feel that probably it will just be a short friendship, but we are still together till today. Somebody like Pastor Gbenga Balogun, he happened to be my roommate when I was in Ere. We met, I think, 1992, if I'm not wrong. We met 1992, and by the grace of God, we are still together till today. Like Sister Moji, Sister Moji has been a very good friend of mine. When I was the organizing leader in Ire, in fact, I will say she was one of my first disciples. Yeah. She was my first disciple in the group, because that group was a very difficult one that you have to do a lot of work. When Sister Moji came to me that she wanted to be part of the organizing group, I look at her that, this sister, can you do this work? And she joined me, and all through we worked together until today. We are still together. I want to appreciate your presence. I want to appreciate all the people that are here, like Mami Adenira, Sister Buki, and every other. When I relocated back to Ibadan, these are the people that took me up. They did not look at me as a stranger. They took me up, and when you see me, we are talking together, you will think that we have been all together all this year. I want to appreciate everybody. You have been a blessing to me in so many ways, And I want to bless the name of the Lord for my life. First and foremost, I want to thank my parents. They are of blessed memory. My mother especially, in fact, I will say, she took all my SSCs. I know I have SSCs. She, at the time, my mother was, I will say, she's a mother indeed, that with all my SSCs, at times she will call me, say, Diran, that is not how to behave. You don't do things like that. And she will, in fact, most of the time she will wake me up in the middle of the night and she will be talking to me. She's not the type that will take cane and be beating people. Because I know when I was growing up, I was tough. I was tough. There was a particular time that I was seriously annoyed that we were selling fish that time. I have to throw all the fish away and all those kind of things. My mother was not annoyed. She called me. She didn't beat me, though my father did not tolerate that rubbish. But my mother called me in the middle of the night. Said, why are you doing this? Why are you, I know you are a destiny child, but why are you behaving like this? And, I want to appreciate that woman. She planted a lot of things in my life. I want to appreciate her. And again, I want to appreciate my late wife. She contributed her own token into my life. That is the truth. Unless if I will tell lie, she contributed a lot into my life. We met when I was in doing my HND. I was in Lagos, don't know anybody. I was struggling here and there, and even my mother will call me, say, Diran, come back to Ibadan. What are you doing in Lagos? There, you did not have any family there. But I told her, Mama, I need to struggle. We need, praise the Lord. We need to struggle. But my mother will say, how do you eat? You have not gotten a job. You are just there. But, because of my late wife, even we have not started cutting at that time, she will come to where I was staying. She will bring different kind of food because our own parents are in Lagos. She will give me money, she make life comfortable as at that difficult period. And many other things she has done for me. I want to appreciate every one of them. They have contributed a lot, and everybody that are here in one way or the other, I want to thank God. And most especially, I want to thank God for the salvation of my soul. Because I know, if not that I've given my life to Christ, when we started, I didn't know that there are turbulent situations that we are going to face as the journey continues like this. If I started counting it one by one, I don't think I will keep on counting. But thank God for giving my life to the Lord Jesus Christ. I gave my life to Christ in 1989. I was still a teenager when I gave my life. And to the glory of God, from that moment, it was as if a fire was burning inside of me. And I thank God that since I gave my life to God, to the Lord has been helping me. I've been opportune to occupy different leadership positions when I was in school, when I was doing my HND, and even after I finished my HND in different churches, I've been in leadership positions. God has been helping me up to this present time. I want to appreciate the name of the Lord. And so many things. If I started picking it one by one, I will not finish today. But I want to say, the most important thing that has ever happened to me is knowing the Lord Jesus Christ. There was a transformation in my life that I will say it transformed my life beyond imagination. Let me just give you a brief of it. Before 1989, I've not given my life to Christ, and my academic was so bad and poor. And one day in early 1989, I approached my father. I said, I want to write GCE. My father looked at me that you can't pass. That's the way my father will talk. He will say, you want to write exam, you cannot pass. He said, I cannot waste my money on you. That was what my father liked education, but he will always tell you the fact. There was a day he told one of my brothers, he said, he said, go and mark my word though, if you write this WAEC and you will pass, that means me that did not go to school, if I sit down for this exam, I must pass. That was what he told my brother, that you want to write WAEC and pass. If I myself, if I sit down for that means I will pass. My father said, I can't waste my money on you. It was like a challenge in my life. That was almost when I first gave my life to the Lord Jesus Christ. I look at that statement. How can somebody say this to me? And I said, this exam, I'm going to write it. I was rearing some chicken that time. I sold them. I obtained the form, and I told my mother. My mother said, okay, don't worry, I will just give you money to register for 2. Despite the fact that your father did not. My mother gave me the money. I was preparing terribly, seriously for that exam. At the end of the day, I did not fail that exam. Though I didn't pass excellently, but I didn't fail. When my father heard that result, he said, you got this result. The next time, You know, by that, the next time just call me, say, how many subjects do you want to register for in the next coming GCE? I did not ask him. He was the one that willingly paid. So what I wanted to say is that the grace of God, after I gave my life to Christ, transformed my life beyond what I could ever imagine. There are many things that I found myself doing today that if not because I gave my life to the Lord Jesus Christ, it wouldn't have been possible. I bless the name of the Lord. I thank God for the grace, thank God for the opportunity, thank God for the strength, and I appreciate everyone that God has brought to my way. God will continue to strengthen every one of us in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you all.